What happens when you put sugar in your coffee every single day? The question seems simple, almost silly, but the answer opens a huge window into how your body reacts, how your brain builds routines, and how tiny daily choices quietly shape your life. Let's start with the basics. Why do so many people sweeten their coffee? Coffee is naturally bitter. That bitterness comes from compounds like chlorogenic acids and antioxidants. Roasting makes those compounds even more intense. For most people, that flavor hits too hard. The quick fix is to add sugar. Sugar softens it, balances it, makes the drink easier to enjoy. But that softness comes with a hidden cost. The moment sugar hits the cup, your palate changes how it reads the coffee. It's not just making it sweet, it's masking nuances. It's like trying to hear the subtle details of a song while a louder track plays over it. You still notice something, but you lose depth. Anyone who sweetens every day ends up creating their own personal version of coffee. Sweeter, more predictable, less complex. Over time, the palate adapts so thoroughly that black coffee starts to taste overly harsh. Even high-end specialty coffees, full of aroma and delicate notes, feel rough and unpleasant compared to the sweetened version that became the norm. This isn't only about taste. Sugar triggers the brain. Each spoonful delivers a small hit of dopamine, a fast reward. Without realizing it, you forge a link between coffee and instant pleasure. Wake up, brew coffee, add sugar, drink. The dopamine says, yes, this feels good. Over time, the brain begins to expect that sweetness. If one day it's missing, everything feels off. People who try to drop sugar after years of the habit feel genuine discomfort. It's not just the tongue complaining, it's the brain demanding its usual reward. Now let's do the math on the body. 1 teaspoon of sugar has about 16 calories. Seems negligible. 2 teaspoons, sure 32. 2 coffees a day, sure 64. 1 week, sure more than 400 extra calories. 1 month, calories nearly 2,000. 1 year, sure more than 23,000 calories from coffee sugar alone. That's equivalent to over 3 kilos, 6.6 lb of body fat, without counting sweets, juices, sodas, breads, and everything else most people consume without thinking. The body has to manage all of it. Every time you add sugar, blood glucose rises a little. The pancreas responds by releasing insulin. When this happens every day, multiple times a day, you create constant microfluctuations. The body can handle it short term, but over years, this pattern promotes insulin resistance. The system has to work harder for the same result. The risk is even greater when the person already consumes sugar from many other sources. Sweetened coffee is just one more piece of a much larger puzzle. There's also the energy effect. Many people believe they feel alert because of the caffeine, but often it's the sugar that causes the quick spike in energy. The problem is that the spike crashes soon after. The body asks for more. You crave another sweetened coffee or something sweet. It becomes an energy roller coaster. When coffee is drunk black, caffeine delivers energy more steadily. No sharp peaks and valleys. There's an emotional side too. Sugar and coffee can become comfort, a fond memory, a gesture of affection learned in childhood. It's neither good nor bad in itself. It just shows how simple habits can carry deep feelings. Another consequence is the overall effect on taste perception. Someone who sweetens coffee daily starts to perceive other foods as less sweet than they actually are. To feel the same pleasure, they need bigger doses of sugar. That single spoonful in the coffee ends up influencing the rest of the diet in ways you don't even notice. The good news is that the reverse process works just as well. When you remove the sugar, your palate recalibrates. Within a few days, the bitterness stops bothering you. Within a few weeks, you start tasting flavors that were previously invisible, notes of chocolate, fruit, nuts. The coffee changes completely. The brain also adapts and stops expecting the instant dopamine hit. You begin to drink coffee for its true flavor, not for the quick reward. This doesn't mean sweetening coffee is wrong. The problem isn't the act itself. It's doing it automatically, without awareness. The key difference is consciousness. Once you understand the impact, you can choose deliberately. You can gradually reduce the amount, try alternative sweeteners, switch to a different roast, or simply adjust the dose depending on how you feel that day. The power is in your hands. One point few people mention is oral health. Coffee plus sugar creates an ideal environment for cavity-causing bacteria. If someone drinks several cups throughout the day, the risk increases significantly. So, What really happens when you put sugar in your coffee every day? You alter your palate, create a reward loop, dramatically increase your yearly sugar intake, destabilize your daily energy, affect insulin sensitivity, harm your dental health, and shape your overall eating behavior. Nothing dramatic happens overnight. The effects are slow and cumulative. The best news is simple. You're in control. Want to keep sweetening? Fine. Want to cut back? Also fine. Want to quit completely? Your body and brain will adapt. Science just shows you what's happening behind the scenes. The final choice has always been yours. And if you enjoyed this kind of clear, everyday science explanation, subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot and ensures you'll get more videos like this one.